What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Cinema Corner. So I am just getting back from an early access screening of Sam Raimi's new survival thriller, Send Help. Raimi is one of my favorite working directors, so obviously I'm going to be first in line whenever he has a new film come out, whether we're talking about the OG Spider-Man trilogy or his Evil Dead films. I love his style. I'm always curious to see what kind of wacky shit he's going to bring us next, so this is one that I was looking forward to, despite it being a January release. Send Help stars Rachel McAdams as Linda Little, an underappreciated, dedicated mid-level employee at her company. Her boss Bradley, played by Dylan O'Brien, despite treating her like complete trash, invites her to Bangkok for a company merger. En route, a storm causes the plane that they're on to crash on a deserted island, and suddenly we have ourselves a survival film. They have to find food, water, shelter, maybe rescue? Thankfully for an injured Bradley, Linda is a huge fan of Survivor and has a set of skills that might prove useful in this situation. So what we get here is this really interesting spin on the power dynamics that are established at the start of the film, as their roles are literally reversed. Bradley has the exact kind of personality you'd expect from a Nepo baby CEO. He likes to be in control of every situation, and so obviously he's not too happy about his current predicament. Linda, on the other hand, is in her element, whereas in the office she was always kind of awkward and struggled to connect with people and failed to get her very deserved promotion. She now gets to be the one calling the shots. I thought the film did a really good job of playing with the insecurities of each character and forcing them to step into a pair of shoes that they otherwise have never been in before. As you can probably imagine, tensions eventually start to rise, and I will say one of my biggest issues is that it does kind of plod along for the first 45 minutes or so once they're on the island. For me, Sam Raimi was the biggest selling point, and I also kind of felt that his signature was a bit subdued in the first half, so I suppose if anything I wanted Raimi to dial it up even more. The third act payoff is still worth it, I think. I mean, the last 30 minutes, I had no clue where it was going to go next, and that unpredictability is fun. It's at this point that I think it finally starts to deliver the Raimi-isms that I was hoping for. You know, rapid camera movements, uncomfortable close-ups, crazy match cuts, and other transitions. And of course, some gnarly gore is thrown in there as well. All of those things that I really love from this director are present. It just took a while to get there and really give in to what I think this can deliver when it's at the top of its game. Another gripe that I do have is there's some very unconvincing CGI being used in here. I don't know if they just exceeded their budget or what, but that was distracting at times. But it is worth noting that the slower patches are carried by Dylan O'Brien and Rachel McAdams. Two terrific performances, but I think McAdams in particular is doing something so unlike any other role that I've seen her in that she will be the one getting attention for this film. I hate using more well-known films to describe a new release because it almost always feels like it has a negative connotation. Not the case here at all, but this is just genuinely the best way that I can describe what you're getting with this. Send Help is basically Castaway meets Misery. If that sounds like a good time to you, you'll probably enjoy it, especially if you're a fan of Sam Raimi's work. I would recommend checking it out at matinee price, so I'm going to give this one 3 stars. Overall, I think it's a win. At the very least, it feels good to be able to speak positively about another January release, considering January's reputation as the dumping ground for Hollywood to release all of its shit shows, which thankfully we already got some of them out of the way, like Mercy and Return to Silent Hill, which I have reviewed on my Letterboxd. If you want to see those, go there to check them out, because I'm not going to take the time to record a full-length review for those films. As always, I encourage you to take a trip out to the theater when you get the chance at matinee price to watch this for yourself. Come back, let me know what you think of it down in the comments. Be sure to hit that like button as well as subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.